Okay, now that the floor is kind of roughed in and I got wood and I can start marking this stuff out. Now the bed's laying flat on the floor. That's not where it's going to stay. I'm going to build a sliding frame up above the wheel well. So it'll be over another foot, give or take. And there'll be some storage underneath. And back there will be the kitchen. I'm going to put the cooler up on the shelf so it's even, so I'll have a countertop going all the way across. And then over here, this is where I'm going to house the electrical system. It's all in all a pretty good design, and I don't want to be the one that says I thought this all up, man. There's another guy on YouTube, Travelin' Troy, and it's kind of his layout, and I liked it a lot. The thing I like about it is that it gives me an option to get to my whole kitchen area if the weather's inclement or bad and you don't want to get out. Or I just open these doors here and I can get to all the kitchen stuff and cook right out here. I'm going to build me some brackets that go between the doors that'll hold the countertop, and then I can just move everything down here at a comfortable height and have access to my sink and my fridge and be able to cook outside without heating up the van and getting it dirty. But when them times come and you gotta boil a pot of water and eat the macaroni and cheese, voila. So today, and this is not my permanent construction by any means. This is just me using some scrap shit I had around to figure out what I'm doing. And then once I've got her lined out and I'm sure everything's going to work right. Okay, the humble milk carton that, you know, that everyone's been stolen except for the cheap ones that are from Walmart. I've never stolen a one, but I somehow end up with them, you know. But they're incredibly versatile containers, especially when it comes to stabilizing other things, like a 5-gallon bucket no longer rolls around. Way more stable. Same with a 20-pound propane bottle. If you ever had one of them bounced around the back of your truck, well, a milk crate will save your butt. See, that's in there tight, ain't going nowhere. And milk crates right now are also holding up the bed platform so I can take some measurements and rough stuff out, because that's how tall I want the bed. That's just right for me to. I can barely sit up. I got to slouch a little bit, but it's as low as you can get it because of the wheel well too. But it's not at all uncomfortable though, and you can lay down and sleep well on it. And there's my basic kitchen setup minus the faucet and whatnot. But work I am making for myself, and it's probably overkill, is these laminated panels. And I couldn't, the bad thing about the foam, I don't think it's a strength issue, but I couldn't figure out what I was going to screw to or nail to get her to, hook to various other things. And this one is going to be holding up the fridge, which when it's full, it can be pretty hefty. So I figured we're just making sure to reinforce that, and it also gives me shit to screw and nail to. So, and I got a drawer I'm going to build under there, which that also will fit a milk crate. Well, this is the cabinet for the fridge. This is the part that I don't know. I'm not gets boring for me. It's the finishing work, but you know, the more time spent taking care of my shitty $6 plywood, a little bit of Bondo fill the gaps, etc., will greatly improve the final product. It just not the shit I enjoy doing. This is the countertop for the bad Astro, and I'm going to try my hand at doing the epoxy stone coat thing. So this is a foam build like the rest of them. Some solid wood framing filled with 3/4 inch foam and Luan on both sides. Some Bondo in this one, trying to make it smooth for this, but and I'm trying to figure out what to do with the sink. All right, just takes two hands to do some of this stuff. So there's my sink, which, by the way, don't give Home Depot a bunch of money for a sink. This is 15 bucks on Amazon. Well, about 22 bucks by the time you count the drain. It's just a food tin, and it comes with a spiffy little lid you can put right over the top of your sink and have more countertop area. Maybe I'll fill that in with resin or some such thing too, and make that look the part. So we'll find out. So later. Well, it's kind of hard to see the depth in it sitting here under this light, but this is the epoxy stone coat countertop stuff, giving it a try. I mean, I'm just trying to make it look cool. You really can't screw it up, man. So just a flashy bit of color in the van, you know. Yep, now kind of comes the tough part for me, called leave it the hell alone. Have a good day. The camera really does not do this justice. I've never attempted this before, and it came out, like I said, it doesn't do it justice. It's very very cool. I mean, and it didn't take near as much as they said it'd take a gallon, and I got a half gallon on it, which I hope I can get that lid out. But the but yeah, the depth of it and the layers and the colors and it makes for, I think, a really beautiful product, man. It probably looks really busy on the phone, but in person it doesn't look quite so busy. And I think in the van it'll be like the one island of color in otherwise muted earth tones, because I also have the floor done. Well, for the most part, the floor is done. I figured out the material and gone with the color, and it's a weathered gray oak. I'll put a picture up, and I think this will be, you know, like Sin City, where there's the one little bit of color in the black and white. I think that's kind of what I'm going for.